It's May 2025, and just like we've seen many times before, the Toronto Maple Leafs are collapsing right in front of our very eyes. But you know what the crazy thing is? There's actually a part of me that actually feels kind of bad for them. And no, I'm not talking about these assholes right here, the players. I'm talking about some of the die-hard fans who actually sit back and watch these demoralizing defeats every time this team enters the playoffs. For a little while, I was even starting to think that the C on the Leafs jersey stands for choke. But I'm sure if that was the case, they probably would have forced Tavares to hand it over to Marner instead. Or maybe they would have even let two of these dickweeds wear it. But anyway, this choke review is brought to you by Mirage Trading, where you can test your luck shopping online and buying up some of their endless supply of hobby boxes. You can even get the brand new 2024-2025 Metal Universe Skybox, which is now available. And the good news is, hey, the card versions of these players are usually a lot less disappointing than they are on the ice. You can find all the links for Mirage Trading in the description of today's video, but here we go. It's Game 5 between the Leafs and the Panthers. The puck is dropped. Everybody was expecting the home team to come out swinging and regain control of this series, but my God, did they ever come out of the gate looking like shit. The Florida Panthers were just piling up the shots on Joseph Woll in the first period, and eventually, after a bit of a scramble in front of the net, Ekblad is going to put one upstairs to give the Cats a 1-goal lead. And now we're going to move on to the second period, where, believe it or not, the Leafs actually come out of the gate looking a little better, okay? They hit the post a couple of times. They're starting to put a lot more pucks towards Sergei Bobrovsky. But when Kulikov fires a shot that goes right off the stick of Lafton, this is where everything starts to fall apart for the Toronto Maple Leafs, okay? Because in a situation like this, a normal team would just fire right back. They'd send out their top dogs to try and get them back into the game, maybe build up a little momentum or something, but no. Instead, we got Marner, who goes spinorama, backhand, up the middle, right on the tape of Forsling. The Panthers hit right back in the Leaf zone, and they make it a 3-goal game. Mitch, man, not a good look. It's looking more and more like his days in Toronto are numbered. Ty Domi's young fellow, he's going to take a stupid penalty because, well, of course he's going to take a stupid penalty, killing any chance of momentum that the Leafs can possibly gain. Eventually, Chris Tanev is going to turn over a puck in his own zone, and Mikola is going to make it a 4-0 game. It's already over. I mean, look at the bitch. I've seen that look before. It's like looking at a 2-year-old that's got shit in his pants. The second period comes to an end. Some fans have already decided to leave the building. They're probably puking up hot dogs in the parking lot, thinking about all the money they just wasted. I can't even imagine. But now we're going to move on to the third period, where the onslaught continues. AJ Greer is going to make it a 5-goal game when he gets a lucky bounce, compliments of Jake McCabe's face. That's going to do it for Drywall. His ass is out of here. They're going to test their luck now with friggin' groundskeeper Murray, who tries to stop the bleeding. He lets in one more goal before the end of this hockey game. That's public enemy number 1, Sam Bennett. And ladies and gentlemen, your final score is 6-1 for the Florida Panthers. Not going to lie, it ain't looking too good, boys. Now, I know if you're a Leafs fan and you're watching this, the last thing you want to do is take any advice from me, okay? It's a well-known fact that I truly despise this team. But sometimes you just got to shut up and listen to somebody that's on the outside looking in. Don't blame your goaltender, okay, for the past couple of games. I get it. I really do. You just don't know what you're going to get with this guy. Sometimes he's brick wall, sometimes he's drywall, and I mean, you can't have a goaltender like that. But if you really want to start pointing fingers, it's time to start pointing fingers at some of these doorknobs right here. It's a fact. If you are a team that's relying on any of these guys right here to win a big game, more often than not, it's not going to happen. Let me tell you something. Remember him, Sam Bennett? He had 51 points this year during the regular season. That was a career high for him. And if there was an important game and I had to pick one player, just one player between Bennett and any of these buttholes in the core 4, I'm taking Simity Sam any day of the week. These guys in Toronto, they don't have the balls to get it done for whatever reason. They've been proving it for years now, and yes, I'm well aware that there's still 1, potentially 2 games left to go in this series, okay? It's not over yet. It's far from over. But still, it's games like last night, and even game 4 that just proves to me that this team, they ain't winning anything. Okay, they're not going to win the Stanley Cup. They don't have what it takes, but fortunately for them, they do have this kid right here, okay, Matthew Nyes. And believe me, that is something to be proud about. I don't want to hear any more talks about the core four, because when the going gets tough, it's this guy right here. That's pretty much all you got. He's 22 years old, and he's already a better playoff performer than 4 of these other dickweeds who take up like 99% of the salary cap. But that's going to do it. That was probably one of the most embarrassing losses on home ice during the playoffs that I've seen in quite some time, especially in a Game 5 when there's something that really mattered. But you can let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Tell me what you would do to fix this team. Please don't forget to go knee on knee with that like button before you leave here. And hey, I'll see you next time.